Hi guys, welcome back to Blissful Banter. It's me, Brian, your host. Um, I know I did not do an episode last week, kind of a different weekend, whatever. But I just wanted to recap some things, say a couple things, and update. Well, that's recap. Anywho, so the first thing I do want to say is my thoughts are with everybody in Florida. I have, like, my best friend lives in Florida. Her family is my second family, and they all live in different parts of Florida. And they didn't get hit directly with Milton, but I just am thinking of everybody. I hope people are able to just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just thinking of everybody, and I hope people are okay and that everything turns out to be well, which I'm sure it will be. But thinking of you and everybody in Florida. Um, Also, one of my other good friends had an uncle who passed recently, so thinking of her, sending everybody good vibes. So I wanted to start out with that, but let's move on. A little update from last week when I did one, or I'm sorry, not last week, I think the week before, when I did one with saying my friend was coming and we were going to go to Scary Acres, a local haunt, and yada yada. Well, she ended up not coming because of Hurricane Helene that wanted to show up. Again, it wasn't directly hitting her city, but she was flying into Georgia, and Georgia was one of the main cities that was going to be hit. So she didn't want to get stranded and be at the airport for 8 hours, which I totally get, and I'd rather her be safe and all that. So she didn't come, but good news, she's going to reschedule her trip and be here at some point. So that's great. I also did get a haircut. Bam, bam. Uh, so that didn't happen, but instead I had the Friday off and then that Monday off of the week that she was going to be here. And me and Matt, my roommate, friend, whatever, we went to the zoo on Friday because I still took my days off. I wasn't going to, but I rarely ever take PTO days at work. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to freaking use these. And so we went to the zoo all day. We got there at like a little after 10:30. And one of our other friends met us there with her daughter. And we were at the zoo all day. It was great. I haven't been to the zoo here in Omaha, Henry Dorley Zoo, in double digit years. So it was so awesome. We walked around so much and just it was a great time. Had a wonderful time. The whole weekend ended up being a nice time. And uh but we went to the zoo on that Friday, and then that Saturday I Matt and I went downtown in Omaha, which we love downtown Omaha. And we checked out a couple local plant stores that me and a coworker were talking about that I have heard about before. Pardon me. One of them is called Drips Botanicals, and oh my god, if you love plants, this plant store was freaking awesome. There were plants everywhere. They had so many different things, and it was just awesome. So I like have a bunch of freaking gnats because of I bought a plant and I need to trim it up. This is the friendship plant. That's what it's called. It has a technical name, but I can't think of what it is right now, but it is known as the friendship plant. And it's kind of like hairy and bumpy, but it's cool. It's cool. And then I got this. Well, the guy gave me this when I bought the big plant. But these are pots that I repotted them in. Um, but yeah, they seem to be doing all right. This friendship plant, I don't know. Plus the soil, I have a bunch of gnats everywhere. I had gnats when I was like doing the replanting, and then this is a plant I got from my grandma when she was in the hospital, and it is looking fantastic. It is growing so much. It did when I got it had really pretty pink flowers on it, but I haven't seen the flowers since I got it again since that, so hopefully they come back. But I developed a nice little plant collection. And then we went to this other plant store called Noddist Home Plants. These are all in downtown Omaha, Nebraska. And that was cool, beautiful. They had a coffee shop in there, plants and games, and they do like plant things that you can do, like come in and get a plant and pot it and all that stuff. So it was a really nice weekend overall. Granted, I would have loved for my bestie to be here, but stuff happens and everybody was safe, so that's all that matters. Gosh, these fucking, or sorry, gnats. I don't sit here unless I do this podcast, so I only really see them when I water the plants, and now they're just freaking flying everywhere. I'm gonna look up something to see what I can do. Anyways, uh, so this last weekend we went to the Durham Museum here in Omaha, which I haven't been there in a very long time, and that was cool. They had a Jane Goodall exhibit, and then they had a dragons exhibit, and then they have their permanent exhibit about like the history of Omaha, Nebraska, and all of these other things. And I loved reading stuff, and I went with my friend Matt, which who I live with, and then my friend Jackie went with us, and we just had a great time learning about things. The Jane Goodall exhibit was insane. That it was huge and just very informative. What a great lady, and she accomplished so much. And Jane Goodall is the one who did like some of the most historic research on chimpanzees. And then the dragon exhibit was really cool. It was small, but it was cool. They had some really cool dragon like moving statues and stuff, but it was really neat. And then the history of Omaha area is just huge as well. And then they have a Union Pacific train in there you can walk in, and a little old fashioned diner. So when we were done, we went into the diner and I got an egg cream. I've been wanting to try an egg cream for a long time. And it's basically just milk, chocolate syrup, and club soda, which sounds kind of weird, but it's a really old, like 50s soda shop drink. It was good. Tastes like chocolate milk with a little bit of carbonation. It was good. And then Jackie ordered a shake, a peanut butter shake, and oh my god, I had a sip of it, and oh my god, it was delicious. And then she got a sundae. I can't remember what kind. Neapolitan sundae? I don't know. It was delicious too. So we all kind of shared that. And then we went and checked the gift shop out. Some cool stuff. We didn't buy anything, but they had some neat stuff. And then we went our separate ways and enjoyed the rest of our weekend. Every Sunday I go to lunch with my dad. So I did that last weekend and the weekend before. And then to update for this week, Monday, I decided I wanted to make some brownies, some matcha. I've been really into matcha, like matcha teas and stuff. And I've loved matcha in the past, but I'm just obsessed with it, and it's really good for you. But I wanted to make some brownies because I saw a matcha brownie recipe, matcha chocolate chip brownie recipe on my Pinterest, and I was making the brownies and everything. I made them a bit thick, so I had to leave them in longer than what it called for. But I was putting them in the oven, like kind of in a weird way, and I was using my back and not my legs. And so I put them in the oven again, and I was like, oh, and I felt a little something in my back. But, didn't think of it. The night went on. I'm like, oh man, when I put telling Matt, I was like, put the brownies in the oven, and my back hurts a little bit. And so night goes on, everything. I wake up at 2 a.m. on Tuesday in like literally agonizing pain in my back. I had a heck of a time getting out of bed because it hurt so bad. Any movement I did, I was walking around. I really wanted to cry. It hurt that bad. I wanted to freaking cry. So I'm walking around and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go lay back in my bed. So I laid on the couch and that just hurt even more. And so Matt and I have two couches in the living room. They're the exact same couch. But so I sat on Matt's like other end that was a little more cushionier than mine. And just yeah, I was up. He got up for work. He gets up at work at like 5:20, and I was sitting on the couch, and he's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This hurts so bad and awful." So didn't go to work Tuesday because I was like couch bound, and just it was awful. And then Wednesday woke up, kind of felt a little better, got to moving around. It still hurt really bad, so I texted my boss saying, "Hey, I might come in. I'll let you know." And then as the day went on, I had to go check on my mom's cat because she was out of town, which was a plan anyways, whether I went to work or not. But I was like, I didn't go to work, but I still need to go check on the cat. So being in the car hurt so bad, and so I ended up not going in Wednesday. And so went in yesterday, kind of subsided a bit, feeling pretty good. If I do a wrong move or, it hurts and it like shoots the pain up, getting in and out of the car hurts really bad too. Uh, but yeah, day went on. Last night wasn't too horrible, chilled, put a heating pad on it. We watched a couple movies and just chilled. Today got up, whatever, still kind of hurt, still a little of improvement. And then I'm at work and it's around 9 o'clock and I'm using the restroom and I hurt my back again. Like it paralyzed me or like froze me because it hurt so bad. You guys, I am not being dramatic. If anybody has ever pulled a muscle or pinched a nerve, I don't really know what this is, but it is like probably one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. My second worst pain would be a sinus pressure headache that I would get all the time. Anywho, um, it is awful. It hurts so bad. So I was like, I can't leave work today. One, I don't want to leave because I've already missed 2 days. Plus, we have two people leaving early, and we have a tech that's out already because she took the day off. And I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. And so I did. Kind of towards around 3 or 4, no, close to 4. I was like, oh, this doesn't feel like as tense, like as tight. So I was like, oh, cool. But then I had to run some errands on my way home, and it just started hurting again from the car and everything. So as I'm, excuse me, recording this, I have an ice pack on it, but because it said to ice first, then heat. So I looked up stuff. And then just pain meds, and it'll go away eventually. And it said too much like rest, which I could see myself doing, which I did pretty much all day Tuesday, is just laid on the couch or sat with a heating pad and didn't do much at all. Yesterday, or on Wednesday, I moved around a little more, but last night I worked, or I'm sorry, yesterday I worked and then came home and kind of took it easy. But, anyways, it said too much rest is going to delay it and everything. So that makes sense because you got to get up and stretch it out and stuff. So, right now I'm just sitting during this pod. I'll probably stand up after the pod and put on this cool little therma thing my coworker gave me today. God bless her heart. It did help, and she was so sweet to give it to me. And I was like, I will buy you a new one. She's like, it's fine. I was like, I mean, I will, so I'm probably going to anyways. But yeah, that's kind of a little update there on what's going on, and hopefully I have an event tomorrow with family, a family reunion. So I'll probably go to that, but I don't know how long I'll stay depending how my back feels. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on these next several weekends, so it should be an interesting rest of October and early November. Uh, what else? I did do a new music Friday. I listened to Charlie XCX's new Brat one. It's like the one that's like it's the same but not the same type of thing. But on this one, she has a bunch of artists on every single song that she collabed with, so it was good. I liked it, and I listened to the original Brat too, and I liked it. I've always liked Charlie XCX. She has some really catchy tunes, and I love her EP Vroom Vroom. Oh, I love that EP. But I listened to that, and then I re-listened to a Troye Sivan album, Blue Neighborhood, which I love Troye Sivan. He has an amazing voice. I love the style of his music, and he's a great songwriter, and I listened to that. I really liked that. Um, I don't think I really listened to too much else that was really new. He did do a duet on his Blue Neighborhood, which Blue Neighborhood's from 20, like middle 20, like tens. So like 2013, 14, 15, one of those. So it's not very new at all, but I love it. He does a collab with Betty Who, and I do love Betty Who too, especially early Betty Who, The Village, and I love Betty Who. You guys should listen to all these people I'm saying. I have a very eclectic taste in music, so like next pod I could be talking about rock and like in this moment band type music. I just love everything. Uh, but yeah, that's really all I have. I can't think of anything else. We kind of ate basic stuff this week, going on like talking about how I love cooking and stuff. I didn't really cook too much. But we had some chicken tacos, aka fajitas, but my mom calls them chicken tacos. So we had that. I make fajitas, but I do like peppers and onion and chicken, and I've done it with shrimp. And these are the chicken tacos are just fajita cooked chicken with like basic tortilla and sour cream, lettuce and cheese and whatever, just not elaborate at all, but delicious. Um, but yeah, this might be a shorter episode. I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about. I have notes in my phone, but I'm using my phone to record, so I need to write the crap down before I record, which I did know, I just didn't do it. Also, it's so dark because my light's off and it's cloudy out, but I feel I can be seen pretty well, so I didn't turn my light on, my bedroom light, as I face my bedroom window. I'll eventually maybe do like a ring thing. I don't know. This window gives really nice natural light. But yeah, I got the house all decorated for Halloween. Oh yeah. So I got the house decorated for Halloween. I got some lights around our banister, some like slime green colored lights around the banister of our balcony. Last I think it was Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday, my cousin came over, my cousin Candy. She's gonna be on here and chat with me at some point. Love her. She's so fun. My one of my other good besties, Jackie, came over. We all had a good time. Candy kind of helped me decorate a bit. We just all had good chat and some drinks, and it was a great Saturday night. But that, yeah, I wanted to put that in there too. But I think the rest of the night's gonna be pretty chill. We'll probably have some drinks. I'm gonna take it easy and be careful. As my coworker said, like, don't take some drinks and then go doing cartwheels. I honestly can't even do a cartwheel, so we're fine in that area. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end here. I am gonna try to get stuff edited, like I keep saying I will. I need to sit down and play with it, and then get stuff on other platforms where it's just audio. This is getting a bit dark. Where I can just post my audio parts of these videos, and I will post stuff. I'm eventually gonna make a post here on Facebook, even though these aren't edited like I want, just to get viewers and all that. Let people know that I'm doing this if they care to listen to my ramblings or not, whatever. But I'm still working on things and I'm getting back into it. I'm like I said, I'm going to be trying more consistent and all that stuff. But with that, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever. And stay blissful, guys. Thanks. Bye.